Superman issue 13. Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason writing, and Doug Mankey on art. This is the second part of the two-part Frankenstein story, where he's chasing after this monster who's been disguised as the local paper's editor, and Frankenstein's bride shows up, and it's kind of a weird love story, or sort of bitter ending to a love story between the two of them.
Yeah.
Leave it to Tomasi and Mankey and Gleason to tell like this tragic love story with two monsters that can remove their hands, you know, because by the end, when the bride rejects him, and he just drops the ring and stomps it to the ground,
you feel sad for him.
Yeah, I do. So, and I don't. Did you guys read Frankenstein and Agents of Shade from Lemire?
You're damn right I did.
I read like the first 2 issues, I think.
Okay, so because they got to the point before I stopped reading it, I think they actually canceled it.
Yeah, they
but where you'd seen where they had to kill the son because the son had gotten out of control. So I'm glad that Tomasi was playing with that, and developed them a little bit better as characters. And he treated them as characters first and monsters second, which I think a lesser writer would have done the reverse.
Yeah, some of the action's fun as well, and it gives Clark that nice moment at the end when he gets to go home to his family. He's still with his wife, and it's kind of like, oh, this is what life could be like. I am glad I have Lois. This is good.
It's kind of bittersweet at the same time because you just saw, like this could have been it for Frank and his wife, but it's like, no, he doesn't get this anymore, and it's sad.
Also, Clark's neighbour, we see him peeking out the window, because we saw him in the last issue, and he's just peeking out the window watching them fly off.
Feels a bit sketchy, doesn't he?
Well, I wonder if it's just showing that he can recognise that Lois is driving this like space car that Frankenstein brought.
And she's with Superman.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's just him piecing some things together, rather than shady activity, per se.
Yeah, I don't think he's sinister, although if they, reveal like he, there's strange things afoot at his farm, I wouldn't be surprised.
Also, we really need to stop saying shady when we're talking about the Agents of Shade. Yeah.
I refuse to stop using the word shady in any circumstance. Thank you very much.
I love that panel at the end where Clark leans over Lois, and you can just, with Mankey's art, you can just tell the affection on both of their faces.
Because she looks so, she's so downbeat in the panel before, and then like she feels flat there, and she's happy again, and it's all right.
Yep. Yeah. So. Not a whole lot to say. Superman 2-issue arc, which was just kind of ended up being kind of a touching little story, but it was definitely the in between arc before the next big one, which is Multiversity, which is coming. Multiplicity. Sorry, Multiversity is another thing.
Yes, it is completely different.
Multiplicity. So it's the Michael Keaton movie it's named after, right? I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Multiplicity. That was a deep
who's
cut
gonna
reference.
be the clone? Who's gonna be the clone of the Superman clone that I want to see that loves pizza?
They're all. There's just the one on another Earth that does it.
Yeah.
So that's coming in the next Superman in January. Is it? Yeah, January. We're really good. This is the second last week of books. Yeah.
December's going quick.
So
it's nearly Christmas, Pete.
Yeah. So we think that that this next arc's the longer arc because we've had a bunch of short stuff.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. It feels like it's a big arc.
Yeah.
And this has got to be having Gleason back on the art, right, for this one.
Yeah, also it feels like this is the perfect place to finish the second trade if the next one's a longer arc, because it's it'll be like a trade of like 3 or 4 small 2-issue things.
Yeah, it'll be a nice little fun collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had the fair, and then Dinosaur Island, and then the Super Sons, and then this.
Yeah, so it's a 1-issue, then 3 2-issue arcs basically. So it makes sense that would be the second trade, and then trade number 3 and deluxe number 2 would start with Multiplicity. So
what's next?